Hi everyone, this is Waqar. I am a recruitment specialist, and today I will share with you some tips that can help you get a job interview. So let's get right into it. So during my career, I've observed that, most of the time it happens that the job seekers simply see a job post and click apply. It is a waste of time. It's a waste of your time, and it's a waste of time of the recruiter. Most of the time, people don't even see the job description. They don't even go through it. They just want to apply because they are so desperate. But what they don't realize is that by simply applying for any job will not get you any job. You will be just jobless, because there are thousands of people, job seekers, who are going to job markets every year, and they're competing for the same position that you're applying for. That is why every time I put great emphasis on this point, that don't apply for any job right away. Always take your time. Always do your homework. You need to know what kind of a role you're looking for, what kind of an industry you want to work in, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what areas you're good at, what is your education, and what is job market look like. So let me give you some proven tips that can help you get a job interview. So number one, do research. Research. That's the beginning of your success in getting a job interview. When you do your self-assessment, you will know what your strengths are. You have your education background. So you have to be focused. And once you focus, once you focus, you will increase your chances of success. And getting the job interview is the first step towards getting a job. And most of the people fail in this first step. So what you need to do is, once you know what your strengths are, once you focus your entire energy on a particular industry or a particular role that you are applying for, you will be able to do a market research. You will be able to know what employers are operating in that market, what job vacancies they have, what are their requirements, what companies, what are their businesses, and what is the overall success rate in the job market. Whenever I'm interviewing candidates, I ask them about their salary expectation. Those who are coming new to the job, to this market, they usually don't have an idea. Well, that is something that you can avoid if you have done your research. What are the living conditions? For instance, if you're coming to UAE for jobs, you need to know what are the living expenses, what's the cost of living here, the rents, food expenses, so on and so forth. And then you will know what salary package that you can aim for. Well, how you can negotiate a salary is a whole different topic, but you need to have an idea what salary rates are prevailing in the industry, in the market, and what can be more acceptable for you. Number two, the most important thing is that you build your own brand. Applying for jobs is like you're selling yourself. You are the product, and you're selling this product in the job market. And the best way of doing that is using social media. Starting from LinkedIn, either it's LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. You have to build your brand on social media. Connect with job posters, hiring managers, recruiters, and professionals. Connect with job posters. So when you go on LinkedIn, and I always lay stress on the importance of LinkedIn for job seekers, because you can get lots of information on LinkedIn. But you can also build your own personality, your own brand on LinkedIn. And it's a very useful tool in this, from this aspect. Connect with job posters, hiring managers, decision makers, people who are working in your targeted companies or employers. See what kind of environment they have, what kind of salary packages they have, what kind of career growth exists in those companies that you're targeting. And that can only be done if you build your network. And that network will also eventually help you build your own brand. Participate in discussions on LinkedIn. Answer questions. Ask questions. Don't just simply ask about a particular job that they have posted. Build a history with those hiring managers, with your network. If you don't have a history and you just simply connect with them and ask them about a job, you will never get a reply. The only way you can get a reply is if you build rapport with them, if you have built a history of conversations with them. And those conversations could be about the company, about their role, about the requirements of that company, about your own self-improvement, or about something they have posted on their profile. You can ask a question about that. Make some comments. Don't just comment, oh, what a wonderful post. What a great thing that you have said. No, ask something. Create a conversation. The third thing that you need to do after that is build your resume. Most of the time, resumes or CVs are very poorly developed, and that gives away the whole thing. Your resume is your face, is your selling point. It only takes a few seconds for the recruitment manager to either consider you or simply throw your resume in the dustbin. That first impression can make or break your chances of success. Most of the time, I've seen resumes very poorly developed. There is lots and lots of information congested in few pages. Try to keep your resume short and develop it in a nice, readable manner. Don't put everything in it. Not everything is relevant. That is why most of the recruiters and HR professionals suggest that you need to develop your CV according to the job post. But that doesn't mean that you copy paste the job responsibilities from the JD onto your CV. And that also doesn't mean that you over exaggerate everything on your resume. Keep it short. If you have a long career, more than 10 years, nobody needs to know what you did in 2004 or 2005. Even though it might be relevant, keep it short and emphasize on your last 3 experiences. 6 points, 4, 5, 6 points are enough for each category. If it's a senior position, you might be giving a bit more details. Therefore, your resume needs to be very precise, meaningful, and readable. You have to emphasize or highlight your areas of expertise, skills, knowledge, and experience. If you are a fresh graduate, you can highlight your projects that you worked on. Of course, you're a fresher, so you don't have work experience. But if you have internships, mention those internships there. How you can develop a resume, a good resume, I will be doing another video on that, or maybe a webinar on that later on, later in this month. But the only thing that I'm going to emphasize right now is that you need to make sure that your resume is clear, properly aligned, and the information is clearly visible, and the correct information is visible. Don't congest lots of information in it just to make a point. Well, that happens most of the time. Whenever I ask where you got information about your job, or whenever a candidate is called on a phone, and the recruiter is asking about where did you hear about this job, a lot of times candidates say they don't remember. That's wrong. Always track your job applications. Develop a simple a worksheet where you mention the name, date applied, position applied for, contact information, if there's a contact person, mention all that. Keep a track of positions that you're applying for and the companies that you're applying for, so that when you're contacted by those companies, you know what you applied, when you applied, and whom did you send your CV to. So before I mentioned that you need to build your network. You need to build your own brand. Through that branding and networking will get you referrals. These referrals will help you get a job interview. The people you connect on LinkedIn or through social media or through networking events, if there are any, they will help you get the job. They will help you reach the right people. For instance, a lot of times, not many companies post their jobs online. They go through employee referrals. If you know anyone in that company, in your targeted company, once a job opening is open or is announced, those people, your network connections, will inform you that they have a job opening that might be interesting for you. Word of mouth, a lot of times, helps the recruiters fill their positions. So build your network positively, and through this network, get referrals, get recommendations on your LinkedIn profile. Build your LinkedIn profile. It will be a great contribution for you in your effort in getting a job. We're currently living in a very difficult situation, but you need to capitalize on this situation. And the only way you can capitalize is through learning and enhancing your knowledge and skills. Don't just sit around and do nothing. Improve your communication. Many candidates fail just because they don't have proper communication skills. Regardless of the position, communication plays a major role in selling your brand. If you're not able to present yourself properly, if you're not able to communicate your message properly, you will fail. So work on your communication skills and be presentable. Take initiatives. Work on yourself. Invest time on your own self. Improve your knowledge, improve your skills. Take free webinars. There are many trainers, companies, organizations which are conducting free webinars online. Take those courses which interest you, which are relevant to you, and improve your communication, improve your soft skills, improve your Excel, improve your PowerPoint skills, and then groom yourself through so that you are presentable. Take initiative by approaching decision makers, job posters, hiring managers, and share some of your projects that might be relevant to their industry. See what they're posting, see what they're looking for. That knowledge that you will gain through your network, which you will build online or personally, will help you design assignments, tasks, or even minor projects that you can deliver to the hiring manager. Make a sales report, something that is related to the industry, to their market, and send it to the hiring manager or to the relevant decision maker. Through that initiative, you will be able to earn a good rapport and a goodwill that will automatically build your profile in front of them. This is a major concern. I have seen it many times that candidates send their CVs through emails, and a lot of times they don't even bother to mention a single word in their emails. They just attach their CV and send it across. Big mistake. It will be deleted right away. Or they just send a very generalistic or typical email which nobody really reads. So you have to build your email statement. Always customize your email. If you're sending to a particular person, mention that person. Try to find the hiring manager and then mention that person's name in the email. It will automatically get attention. Customize it according to the job post, according to the organization. Mention organization's name or the hiring manager's name in the email. That customization will attract attention. There's no harm in summarizing your skills, your competencies. Give a brief intro of yourself. Introduce yourself. Don't write paragraph after paragraph because nobody's going to read that email. Write one paragraph of 4 or 5 lines, that's it, and conclude your email. One of the questions asked to posted to me by job seekers is that how many follow-ups they can do. Telephonic follow-ups are important, but you have to make sure that you're persistent, not annoying. In my experience, a lot of times job seekers, they start calling you and they just won't stop. Don't be annoying because you'll be written off right away. Make 2 to 3 follow-ups. The first follow-up can be done in 24 hours after sending the application, just to confirm and check the application has been received. That's all. Second follow-up can be done after 3 days to check on if the position is still open. And third, if required, the third follow-up can be done after a week. And that's it. Just to inquire, just to ask, make up a question, ask about your application, ask about the job or the organization. That's all, and not more than that. Keep your energy focused and don't waste your time. Your time is as important as it can be. Don't just sit around and do nothing. Learn, read, listen, and enhance your skills, enhance your knowledge and your capabilities that can enable you or give you an edge over others, because you need to stand out of the crowd. Don't forget, there are thousands and thousands of people applying for the same job. They're sending CVs for the same position. What makes you different is your knowledge, skills, and abilities. So keep refining it, keep learning new things, and don't waste your time in unnecessary job postings. And lastly, don't ever lose hope. One no doesn't mean that you're not capable or you're not good enough. Maybe that job is not good for you. Maybe that company is not best for you, or you're not suited for that job. Keep applying, stay organized, and keep yourself motivated. Keep applying, be persistent, be focused. Concentrate on what you want to achieve, and you will achieve. In any circumstances, if you're not qualified for a job, doesn't mean that you are not good enough. Don't undermine yourself. Keep looking for other opportunities, and there will be an opportunity which will be good for you, which will match you, your skills and your capabilities. So I hope these tips will be useful for you. There are a lot of topics that that I will be discussing in later weeks, particularly with respect to your presentation skills, your resumes, or how to build a network, how to do networking effectively. I'll be talking about those in my coming videos. So do subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon button so that you are updated every time when my new video is uploaded. I'll be taking up those topics and sharing my experience and my ideas and opinions with you, and the tips with you that will help you in your job search, in getting a good job that you're looking for. So I hope these tips will help. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon button so that you stay updated with my upcoming videos. Thank you.